What is up, guys, and welcome all. This video has been a long time coming. I haven't really made a Fiddlesticks commentary video in a very long time, so I'm looking forward to making this and commentating over. I hope you guys enjoy it. So basically, I'm gonna, like you see there with my runes and masteries, these are the same ones that I'm running that I showed you from my Fiddlesticks Season 6 Fiddlesticks Jungle Guide. If you haven't seen it yet, and if you're curious on playing Fiddlesticks, I suggest you check it out. It goes into a lot more specifics, and it's a little bit shorter. So that being said, let's just do this. I started with the regen jungle item. I don't even know the name of it. I just pick it, and then the vision ward, and then a potion. It's important that you get a potion, especially when you're going against a jungler who has like a lot of 1v1 potential. For example, they picked Rengar, so Rengar's probably going to come and try to kill you since you're Fiddlesticks, and Fiddlesticks gets bullied around a lot because people think they can just take advantage of them. And that health potion will actually help you out a lot in a one-on-one. It's important that you also get the vision ward because you can lay that down. It'll give you a lot of vision. It can break wards. Even if your enemy jungler isn't someone who you think is going to come kill you, it's very nice to have simply because you can lay it for one of your lanes and it will give them like full vision and they won't get ganked because they'll be able to see. It's just really cool to be able to start out with a vision ward like this since you already have so much sustain with your drain. The only downside to the Fiddlesticks jungle currently is his clears are so damn slow, but that's just something that's always kind of been that way. Since it's Rengar and I just saw him, like you saw, my teammates were really smart and my bot lane was really nice and they actually warded for me. They went and warded at his Toad, so his Gromp, so they saw where he was, and then they laid a ward over here next to my red. So I saw Rengar coming over here. I know he's in the bush. I'm going to lay my pink in there to get some vision, make sure if he has a ward I can break it. And at this point, Brom's pinging in. It's important that in these kind of situations that a teammate comes and helps you. I wouldn't even need Brom in this case because Rengar doesn't have any CC, and since at full health, he can't kill me. But it's nice to have Brom come. So Rengar, he hasn't even gotten his blue yet. All he has is his Toad, and he's almost dead now because he wasted that time. One thing that I like to do, in most situations, you just want to work your way down from your blue and just come to your Krugs eventually. So you start basically at your blue, then you do your Gromp, your Wolves, Raptors, Red, then Krugs, and you usually go back. But it's important when you get level 3 to level up your drain another time. Like you see here, it's a really cool kill. The Raptor was chasing Rengar, and so as he was chasing him, I threw my Crow at him, which silenced him. And the Raptor, since Rengar was closer to the Raptor than I was, it was chasing him, so it just kept bouncing the Crow off of it. So that was a really free kill. I did use my flash to get in auto attack, so I was just trying to secure the kill. I probably didn't need it. I am level 3, but since, like what you saw there with TF pushing and everything, I didn't actually level up my drain a second time. I just took my fear for the ganking potential. Another thing is Fiddlesticks, don't bother trying to kill the Scuttle Crabs unless they're level 2. So when they're level 2, they're going to have 800 HP and they're very killable since they're so low on HP. And it's really nice to kill them because it gives you the gold, so much vision, plus it's a movement speed boost whenever you step over it, so it's very nice. It's also important to take it so simply because the enemy team can't have it. And once you take it, you can just go down, gank your bot lane. It's going to be some free kills. It is warded, but Lucian's greedy. Corki hasn't even used his heal yet, so Lucian's in a really bad situation. His only chance is to run back to me and die, or try to move forward and kill Corki. And he's very indecisive and kind of did both, so it was a free kill. So we blew Lucian's heal, and it was just a good gank. So far, we've gotten 2 kills, and that's really good. If you can get a couple of kills, I mean, that's pretty sick, especially with Fiddlesticks early game. You usually want to just shoot for your mid game and get your ult and then start doing shit, but you don't have to. Like what you see here, if you play it smart, you can pick up kills much easier. And this is high plat elo. I am playing on my Smurf, and I don't like, you can tell from the chat what account it is, but I don't like flaunting my Smurf accounts because people will send me friend requests, and on some accounts I don't really want to have any friends because I just want to chill on my own. I'm sure you guys can understand that. So like you see here, on my first back, I'm going to go ahead and pick up that Stalker's Blade. Super freaking strong. You need it for the smite, plus it gives you more gold. Well, it doesn't give you more gold, but it gives you more experience whenever you kill large monsters, which is very helpful, especially when you're trying to get your ult level 6. This Lux doesn't really know what she's doing, so I'm going to go ahead mid gank. You're just simply going to come up behind. You're going to fear first. You're going to walk forward a little bit, drain, etc. In that situation, I feared walk closer to So I walked closer so my drain would last for longer because he'd be walking through it longer. And in that situation, you usually want to, right before you start your drain, throw your crow for the extra damage. But in some situations, you're going to want to fear, walk up, drain, and then is the running throw. It just depends. In this situation, it was better to have done what I did, though. And like you saw, do not waste your smite on them. It does do damage, but it also slows, which is very important. Don't use your smite until your fear has worn off, because your fear is basically like an 80% slow, and it makes them walk away from you. So don't waste it, because it doesn't really stack. It's better to use your slow on them after. Like you see here, Lee Sin's a cocky motherfucker. He thinks he can just do whatever he wants. You're just going to come up behind fear. And it's important that whenever you come in for a gank, unless your teammate's like almost dead, it's important that you fear them towards your teammate. So that way they have no easy way out. If they walk towards you, they have to walk through your full drain cycle, the full 5 seconds. And if they walk towards your teammate, they're going to be fighting them the whole way. So they just take a lot more damage. Like you see here, Lee Sin's level 6. Ileo was only level 4 at the time, and we still blew him apart. I didn't even get an assist, but we all know I deserved one. So at this point, we have been getting off a lot of really good ganks. We've just been very fortunate in where the enemies are. So we've been getting some free kills, free gold. It's even more important than getting the gold from the kills with Fiddlesticks is getting the experience, because it helps you out a lot. Because once you have your ult, you can pretty much gank any lane no matter where you are. Like you saw there, we saw a Rengar because of my pink ward. We're seeing what he's doing. He went to my red buff way too early. He might have thought it was still there, or he's just trying to troll in my jungle. Rengar can't even fight me, because the only way for Rengar to beat you if he gets an early kill on you and then just snowballs. But if he doesn't get an early kill on you, there's no way he can 1v1 you, because he doesn't have a stun. He just has a root, and that doesn't stop your drain. Yeah, that's about all you need to know. You do have to be a little bit more careful against Lee Sin jungle, because he can be a lot more crafty. Like you see, my ult's up. Just go in the bush, ult out, fear, walk up to him. You're just walking with him the whole way. And like you saw, my ult did so much damage. I didn't even drain. Your ult's going to do so much damage at this point. You're just going to ult in fear, walk with them. So that way, even if they flash, you'll still be there. You walk along them. Right as they come out of your fear, you smite them to slow. And you're going to want to also toss your Dark Wind so they can't flash or anything. So that way they're silenced and slowed at the same time, so they're not moving. And you'll pick up a pretty free kill like you saw there. He was pretty much non-stop CC, which is very, very cool. Like you see here, Rengar is a bit of an idiot. He jumps me at my thing, and it's hard for me to click my drain on him since the red buff's hitbox was over. But like you can see here, he can't solo me at all. I almost had him killed, and my drain was going to be up in another moment. So there's no way he could fight me. My teammates are somewhat competent, so they enclose. Lee Sin's being really cocky again, just because he's beating Ileo top. And once again, he walked past a pink ward, very important. Snared, fear, drain, and he's going to die. And like these people are playing so cocky right now just because they got a few kills early. But, I mean, they can't pick up the kill. And if you had your ult right now, you could easily turn this. Malphite's ult is down and everything. You already pretty much have full health again. Thanks to Corky's heal plus your drain. This is like a really important part, to be honest, right now, because if you have to choose your itemization. There's a lot of people who will build really stupid shit on Fiddlesticks. Like, I'll see Fiddlesticks players who even know how to position it, and they'll be building stuff like Runeglaive, and that's so bad. If you don't feel, personally like to build Cinderhulk. I've changed my method a little bit. I usually don't rush Cinderhulk. I'll usually get my Stalker's Blade, boots, and then I'll get my Hourglass and Moby boots, and then I'll get Cinderhulk and my Rylai's. I'll usually even get Rylai's before my Cinderhulk. It's just really important to get the Hourglass as soon as you can. You can negate so much damage because they'll be throwing spells at you and you'll just click it. And all that damage will be avoided and their spells will be on cooldown. Plus, when you ult in, they'll start focusing you. It just keeps you alive. Hourglass is one of the strongest items in the game. I've even seen people like Zed build it because it's really stupid strong. That's pretty much the core item on Fiddlesticks. Every now and then when I'm just messing around, I'll just like build straight for freaking Zhonya's. I'll just get Zhonya's like Void Staff Abyssal and just shit on people. But whenever I'm playing ranked, I try to take it more seriously, even though you can't typically get away with it. The rule of thumb is you're going to have to play your build a little bit safer when the enemy team has a lot of CC. Like, if I didn't get Zhonya's, I'd be screwed because they have Malphite, they got freaking Lee Sin CC, they got TF, and yeah, that's a lot. I'd be just donezo. I would basically die instantly. I wouldn't get a chance to drain or get off the full duration of your ult. That's the essential goal. This is very important. Like you saw that Tri-Bush was warded. Counter engage right here. This is the bread and butter of Fiddlesticks. The engagement is already started. The enemies are running towards you, so that way when you're ult, you'll already kind of be behind them. You're on top of them all, and you pick up free kills. We just won that fight 3v4. Granted, TF did come in a little late, but we still killed him. And that just put us so far ahead. You can easily spot situations like that because Rengar loves to do the same thing. He'll just ult and come in through the lane. And so in that situation, I saw Ileo was going home. Lux wasn't mid. So what is Rengar going to do? Most likely, he's going to go gank bot lane because he needs to go get some money. So what do? You just like I said, you bought pink ward. My pink ward broke. I need to buy another one. But my teammates, when you're buying vision wards, your teammates catch on. And usually what I find is they'll start to buy vision wards. But if nobody buys it, usually like if no one on your team buys it, then no one on your team is going to buy it. I know that sounds stupid, but it's kind of like a chain reaction. If one person buys it, then other people are like, yeah, I should probably get one. And they do. So bot lane warded that push with the pink ward, and we ended up picking 4 free kills off of it and a dragon. Whenever you kill the mid laner or the jungler, especially the jungler, you can usually do a dragon for free with Fiddlesticks since you can just tank it. In this case, it was absolutely free since we killed the jungle, mid, and bot lane. There's no one to contest it. Even if Lee Sin did come down bot, which he doesn't have teleport, he wouldn't be able to do shit. Ileo does get picked off there. She's actually kind of squishy. I don't think Ileo's that good in my opinion. I think you have to really know how to play her. You're going to have to play her really passive because she has no escapes or anything. All she has is engage a little bit. Not even any like CC. So Lee Sin, I can solo him pretty easily, especially since I believe his ult is down. And Ileo's body's like glitched there. That's really weird. Like you see, I did buy my pink ward. I'm building up to my hourglass. Very important to get the hourglass. And I can't really chase Lee Sin down. It'd be foolish to keep chasing him because I might chase him too far, and then Rengar's going to jump out. I was just going to chase him and hope. My only chance in that situation was Lee Sin to misplay it and him to run the other direction, pinch himself off. Better players usually won't do that, but every now and then if somebody panics or they're laggy, you can usually pick up a pretty free kill, to be honest. And another important thing to remember, like, I'm a bit of a greedy Fiddlesticks. Unless my mid laner is like Faker or something, I'm not going to give him blue buff because with this build, you really need the cooldown reduction. This build gives you so much tankiness to survive and so much damage to destroy. The only thing you're really missing is the cooldown reduction. And guess what? Blue buff gives you like, I don't know, it only gives you 10%. It used to give you more, but 10% still does make a lot of a difference in my opinion. 10% can make the difference between you having your ult up in a team fight and not. It can make the difference between you losing the game or not. So it's a pretty big deal on Fiddlesticks since your kit is so reliant on your fear and your ult. Like you see here, I don't really know if this is warded. Like, whenever you're standing in a bush like that, it's important to look on your mini map because you can usually tell if the people are pincering you. You'll see a lot of people like go into a bush and they'll just like fucking sit there and they won't even look around. Like you can literally see the whole team on the mini map converging on them from your vision, and they're just still standing there, and then they'll just get pinched. You need whenever you're sitting in a bush ready to ult, if you don't have a pink ward in that bush, if you don't have Raptor buff or a sweeper lens, you really need to watch the minimap because you're putting yourself in a bit of a dangerous situation. My ult is up. Like I said, I do not like to go home when my ult is up, so I'm just going to chill around, try to get it off, use it. Even though I can go home and get an hourglass, I'm just trying to wait it out. You did see, though, like I said, I haven't gotten my Cinder Hulk yet. Instead, I'm going to go for my Hourglass first. And I actually got my Moby Boots even before my Hourglass because your Moby Boots give you so much mobility, gets you around the map where you need to go, chase people down, and especially for running away. It's very extremely useful, especially once it synergizes perfectly with your kit because your Rylays will slow, and when you throw your E in, your Dark Winds, it's going to bounce and slow everybody every time it hits them by quite a bit. It's like 30% for a second and a half. It's pretty fucking strong. You can pretty much chase anyone down, so when you're running at them with your Moby Boots, you're really fast, and you land your E, they're all slowed, and then you just pick up free kills. You'll see that later on. Like I said, my ult is up, my smite is up, my flash is up. I'm just waiting for shit to go down. Lucian is bot. In this situation, you want the enemies to engage. It's going to be a free team fight. But they probably won't. And if they don't, you have two options. Send somebody bot, or you push hard and fight mid. Luckily, Malphite does ult. like I said, the enemy is engaged first, so I just ult, then flash. I drop my fear on a high priority target, throw my dark wind, start draining and smite, and like you see there, I got like 3 freaking kills. It was ridiculous. Did so much damage. Malphite was really greedy there. Malphite got off a decent ult, but it's kind of like the Lee Sin Q syndrome. It's when when Lee Sin will like land a Q, and he'll follow it up no matter what. Even if he lands a Q and you're on your fountain, he'll just like follow it. He can't help himself. That's the same thing with Malphite. Even if it's going to be a bad team fight, Malphite will ult in most of the time because he's like, oh, I'm going to get off this ult. The same thing can happen to Fiddlesticks sometimes. Sometimes you're just a little greedy. But I didn't get my Rylays first. I thought I had, but I went ahead. I went ahead for the Cinderhulk, and the reason behind this is it's going to give me a lot more health, and plus it's going to give me a lot of damage because they have like 3 melees. Sorry guys, I'm really tired right now. I'm not being in a lot of sleep, but they have a lot of melee on their team. They have a Rengar, a freaking Lee Sin, and Malphite, and all that good stuff. So with my Cinderhulk, when I'm in there with my ult on and my Cinderhulk, I'm going to be doing so much damage because especially if they attack me, my Cinderhulk's going to be burning them up while I'm doing all my damage, so they're going to be pretty fucked. Plus I have Deathfire's Torch, and I don't think it procs it, but Deathfire's Torch, Cinderhulk, freaking ultimate, everybody's going to die. And like I said, cooldown reduction is a bit of a problem with this build, but I believe it's worth the trade-off. Like I said, Moby Boots, look how fast I am. I run up, I smited him to slow him down for my team, and then I feared him. Usually you're going to want to fear, and then as they're coming out, smite. But in some situations, since your smite has a little bit more range than your fear, you're going to smite, then fear. But like you see there, guys, Moby Boots, I freaking love him. I ran up to TF, picked up my team a free kill. We're taking map control now. A lot of Fiddlesticks players will tell me, like, yo, Lucidity Boots is where it's at. And I don't know, man. It might just be play preference, but honestly, I think Moby Boots are way better. But if you can make Lucidity Boots work, that's good for you. And that's what you should do. But if you're not sure, or if you just want someone to tell you, man, go Moby Boots. I really like him. You can make Lucidity Boots work, but once again, I really like Mobies. Dragon is up. We probably should have went Dragon, but since Rengar is really greedy and is just going to keep pushing bot for the tower, it won't matter. We can still get Dragon anyways. Lux is going bot. She does not have any idea what she's doing. She's not even going to land her snare on Rengar. She's going to get killed. Surprise, surprise. And my ult is currently up. I have quite a bit of HP, so we can make something happen over here. You do want to have strong vision. Whenever you're playing as Fiddlesticks, vision is key because one ultimate completely changes the game. They can't stop it. If you ult in, there's nothing they can do unless their Janna like lands a perfect ult. And like the moment you ult in, she ults. Rengar, like I said, greedy. I just ult, fear. I was thinking about not even draining or doing anything. I was thinking about just fearing him and then just letting my ult kill him in the turret. But I knew he was just gonna keep attacking it, so I just played it. I played it for real and just got the job done. Ult, fear, drain, dark winds, all that stuff. They do engage on my teammates, and we can't really pick anybody up because my teammates are pretty low. If I had my ult, we could have easily turned that. It was a shame I used it on Rengar, but I really wanted to kill him. If Lux hadn't died, see, this is the kind of thing you got to think about. When you're like going bot or top to stop, let's say Uri or Lee Sin, just whatever, someone who's split pushing, and you know you probably can't 1v1 them because this person's a beef. Like, it's freaking Trick 2G down there. He's going to knock your ass out. You gotta kill the minions and sit on turret, so that way they can't take your turret, and they can't kill you either. Don't kill the minions and keep on fucking walking because you're going to die. And then now your team's 4v5 and the enemy player's still bot lane pushing. Like, what is your team going to do? If your teammates fight and team fight, you're going to lose a turret. And worst case scenario, your teammates lose that team fight. So you lose bot turret and then you just lost an inhibitor mid. It's a really bad situation. Moral of the story, don't go to try to stop a split if you're going to play it poorly and try to like go too far away from your turret. You're going to put your team in a bad situation. I am going to take blue again. I don't think this Lux is very competent. I know that's not being a good teammate, but it's just one of those things. I need that cash money. Even though I already do have a blue buff, I'm pretty sure I take it. I do have quite a bit of gold at this point. Once again, you have your Moby Boots, you got your Hourglass, you got your Cinderhulk. Now you need to decide. Once again, they have 3 melee champs. That's a lot of melee. And so if you think about it, when they're engaging, they're going to go balls deep. There's going to be Lee Sin Q. He's going to be in on the team like really hard. Malphite's going to be ulted in on the team really hard. And yeah, so what are you going to do about it? You don't. So one thing you know is you probably don't want to be by your teammates because you're going to get ulted by the Malphite. Like you saw there, I was tanky enough that Malphite couldn't do shit and they couldn't kill me. I still have like a third of my health. But like I was saying, whenever your teammates are fighting and shit, or you can tell something's about to happen, don't be right by your teammates. Be a little bit off to the side in a bush or a reasonable distance behind your teammates. Always be within ulting range, but never be standing on top of your teammates when your ult is up. That's really stupid. You're going to get yourself targeted. You're going to die. And if you don't get to ult, it's Fiddlesticks, that's bad. I tried to ult over the wall, but it didn't work. It's fine. Just ult flash. Pick up a bunch of free kills. Hourglass. At least their TF's forced it back. Braum steps up like a badass. We pick up some free kills. I did try to ult over the wall, but the pathing fucked me up. And then so we only ended up getting 3 of them. But it was still pretty easy. If we did have Rylai's at that point, it would have probably been a quadra kill. But we didn't have Rylai's, so it wasn't a quadra. It was just a triple. That's pretty good though. And Rengar is still bot lane. Corki went and died to him, like I said. If you're gonna go stop somebody, you know you can't 1v1. You gotta play it smart. You can't dick around, push lane, be greedy, and then die. Like, what are you gonna do? You can't do anything. You just put your teammates at a 4v5 situation, and now you guys are in a really tough, sticky situation. So you just play it smart, kill the minions on the turret, stand on turret, and if you see the enemy who is pushing bot lane go back mid, you should probably go back mid too, so that way your teammates don't get fucked. Some people stay way too long. And like you see here, I got my Rylai's. Now when I ult in, my ult, my drain, my freaking crow is going to slow the shit out of everybody. It's going to be absolutely amazing, especially since you have Deathfire's Touch. I'm sorry that I think I've been calling it Deathfire's Torch out of nostalgia for the item, but it is Deathfire's Touch. It's the keystone on the Ferocity side. It's lovely on Fiddlesticks. I absolutely love it. I think it's really, really strong. I wouldn't consider building any other one. Some Fiddlesticks players build Windspeaker's Blessing. I think that's really dumb. I think it's a terrible choice. Only time I'd consider building that is if the enemy team didn't have a single CC, if they didn't have a single stun or silence or knockup or anything. Then it might be worth it since your jam would be so strong. Like you see there, Ileo was in a sticky situation. Just drop your fear. It's going to last for years. And you're going to pick up a free kill. Fear, drain, smite, all that stuff. Of course, that is when when you're worried about them running away, you're usually going to smite then fear at this point in the game. But since it was that situation, I'm just trying to put out as much damage and CC as I can as quickly as possible so my teammate does not die. Those are the 2 different situations. You got to know what to do when you're trying to save a teammate's life. You got to know what to do when you're just trying to slow somebody down as much as possible. It's just a few different situations. It doesn't make a huge difference if you Dark Wind before you drain, or if you Dark Wind after you drain, or you Dark Wind before or after your fear. But it does make a difference, and that's the difference between a good Fiddlesticks player and a great Fiddlesticks player is knowing when to use them and when not to. You'll see some Fiddlesticks players like not even use their Dark Winds. They'll just like fear, drain, and then the enemy will have already gotten away and they never even silence them. So it's usually you're going to fear, Dark Winds, drain, and then as they're coming out of the fear, you're going to freaking smite them to slow their ass down. But that's the cool thing about Rylai is your drain is such a big fucking slow because it's a single target spell. It's like a 40% slow for like 2 or 3 seconds. Plus it's constantly happening on them. It's constantly proccing them because it's constantly hitting them over the duration. So like you see here, they engage on my teammates. I ult in and immediately throw my Dark Winds and I fear. So it was really strong. Ult, I feared immediately, then dropped my Dark Winds. We pick up a triple kill. 3 of my teammates did die. It was a little bit bad, but they died. No big deal. We picked the kills back up, and it's 2 people alive on both teams, so it's not that big of a deal. I am getting a lot of money, though. As you can see, I have more than half the kills on my team. If you took away my kills right now, the kills on both teams would be even. So you have to play smart. There's a lot of people who will take all the kills, either intentionally or unintentionally, and they won't know what to do with it. They won't build the right items. They won't be in the right position. They'll be split pushing or something. So say I was split pushing, which would be fucking stupid on Fiddlesticks. Say I was split pushing. I have half my team's kills. If my team is getting a team fight, they're going to lose every freaking team fight. There's no way they're going to win. I have all the damage on our team, pretty much, and a lot of the CC. Like I said, look at those Moby boots. I got out of that situation, which was really dangerous, because there's a sprinting TF ghost coming at me and a literal ghost coming at me as well. So those Moby boots got me out of the situation, and my teammates were there to back me up. So that's always nice. Rengar jumped me like you see here. He didn't do fucking anything. He did like half my health with his burst, and I saw everything else. And I do have Moby boots like I said, so I'm going to eventually catch up to him. This Braum is also really fast because he has Moby boots, mobility boots. For those of you who don't know what Moby boots means. We both have mobility boots. It's the yellow fast boots that build up movement speed over time. We can just chase him down, pick up a free kill, because guess what? Rengar went lucidity boots. He's not fast. He can't run away. He can't chase down. It was a really bad mistake for him to jump me. There's a stereotype that Fiddlesticks, oh, he's Fiddlesticks, he's going to be squishy. Nah, man, I go tank Fiddlesticks. If you jump me, I'm just going to blow you up. You can't do much. I mean, I got Rylai's too. I'll just drop my drain. You'll be slowed. I'll have tons of HP. Plus, worst case scenario, I'll hourglass and you can't kill me for like 2.5 seconds. But guys, over the duration of this game, don't just look at the gameplay and like listen to what I'm saying. Also look at the chat. As you noticed, I haven't been negative in chat at all. My teammates have been doing stupid shit all game. I haven't said a freaking word. I haven't been like, oh, you guys fucking suck. No, I've been supportive. Whenever they do something stupid, I don't say anything, or I'll just say something like, whenever you like don't die when you go bot lane when Rengar's there. Like, I think I said that. But like you're seeing here, you always want to let your teammates know when your ult's up, even though that little green circle indicates the timer on your ult. Because a lot of times your teammates won't even look at it and start a fight or something. So I tell my teammates, hey, my ult's up, we can do something. Like you see there, my mobility boots, I'm so fast. I got within range, I throw my crow, it bounced off of all of them and slowed them. Malphite ults in, it wasn't good since his team wasn't there, it was wasted. Then I drop my ult, and then they're fucked. I flash over the wall to slow TF with my Rylai's ult. To slow Lucian with my Rylai's ult, and Lux goes ahead and pick up the kill with her ult. So that was a pretty clean team fight. Like you saw there, I didn't even have to use my hourglass because I'm so damn tanky. I could take a hell of a beating. I still pretty much had full health at the end of it. And yeah, you don't need Windspeaker's Blessing. Don't go Windspeaker's Blessing or Runeglaive because they're garbage on Fiddlesticks. Go Cinderholt. Make sure you get it after your hourglass and get Deathfire's Touch. That's about it, guys. This wraps this up. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next video.